In today's video, I'm going to be doing a showcase of the Exodus Lite Mod Menu for Red Dead Redemption 2. If you guys want to pick up this menu, head over to wickedgamers.com and use coupon code Luciano for 5% off. Alrighty guys, starting off with the player options here, you do have your no clip option here, as you can see there. You do have your mounting options here, you can change it from preference to owned or current. You have your invincibility here, as well as your infinite stamina. You do have your always clean, as well as your no ragdoll. You have your fire hooves for your horse. You do have a horse scale modifier here, as well as your teleport horse whistle. So basically you auto sit on your horse when you whistle. Vehicle options here are pretty similar. You have your fix, invincibility, invisibility, disable knockoff, no ragdoll, fire hooves, and your speed modifier. Your model options here, basically you can change your model to any legendary animal, human. There are so many different options in here. So say you wanted to do, we'll do human, and we'll do the, we'll do Arthur Morgan. Why not? We'll be the good old Arthur Morgan. Let me get on my horse real quick. Oh, that's not what I meant to. Okay. Moving on here, you different model changer here. Basically, you can switch into different, characters similar to mine, like Arthur Morgan, for example. You can be different animals as well, whether they're legendary or just like regular horses and stuff. You do your model variant as well as your animal controls. Basically, you can control like birds and stuff with this activated. You can also change your facial features as well as your chest and waist size. You do have your effects here as well, like your screen effects here. So you have like your pause in menu, you can clear that effect. Same with their particle effects here, like your fire and forget. Put this on, randomize rotation, whatever. Go down here, we'll do like your spirit fade in. Boom, that's how that one works. Turn constant off, and then it'll stop playing eventually. Different modifiers here, like your infinite stamina, deadeye, eagle eye. You do your supercharged cores, as well as your accelerated health, stamina, and deadeye. With the telekinesis option here, basically you can kind of like pick shit up from a distance, and then you can just drop them. It's pretty cool, actually. I kind of like this option. It must be brand new because I've never seen that. But anyway, moving down here, you do your bounce as well. I'm not really sure what the fuck this. What the fuck? Oh, this is lit, man. Bee hopping, look at me go. Holy shit, this is actually great. I love this. Damn, look at me go. Anyway, whatever. You do have your invincibility as well as your invisibility, as well as your never wanted. You do have your wanted level multiplier if you want to give yourself a wanted level. You do have your anti-tackle, hog tie, lasso, as well as your always clean. You do have your sticky hats as well. If basically you get knocked off on the ground, your hat won't fly off. You do have your pay off the bounty as well if you want to pay off your bounty. You do have your super jump option there, as well as your glitched animation. You do have your fire breath option here as well if you want to enable that. Your warp mode, your no ragdoll, as well as your feared. Your super run modifier here to basically make yourself run faster. Same with the player scale, which is like how tall you are as a person. Same with the camera zoom if you want to change that, as well as your targeting mode. Moving on to your network options here, under the players here, I will select a player and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so say you select this guy, for example. You have your teleportation options here, like your self to player or nearby. You do your self to player's camp, player to self, as well as your player to waypoint and player to Madame Nazar. And then you do have your presets if you want to just basically send him to a different store, gun shop, beach, whatever it is, you can do so. Did that really say beach, or am I just tripping? Yeah, it did. Okay, anyway. You do have your scripts here. If you have any scripts loaded, you can use those. You do have your removal options here, like a crash and kick for mission. You do have your trolling options as well, like your attackers if you want to spawn attackers. Up till 10 attackers, you can change what model. You can put them on horseback, you can make them invincible or unarmed, whatever you would like. But you do have our trolling options for your horse as well. You can freeze his horse, make his horse flee, kick him off, scare it, kick it, delete it, or sedate it. You have explosion effects here, your attachments if you want to basically attach different shit onto them, whether it's your legendary animals, vehicles, objects, composites, stuff like that. You do have your nag as well as your freeze movement, remove from mount, spawn hostile clones, and lastly copy his outfit. Your friendly options here, you do have a retribution, which will make the players or pets that kill the target will instantly be killed. That's what retribution means. You do have your anti-aim here, basically if somebody else aims at them, they will get killed. You do have explosive ammo as well as your gift gold, up till 10 bars it looks like, so you can just drop a 10 pack of chest on them if you want to call it. You do have your spectate here as well as your shadow, add a whitelist, as well as your view profile, which I believe is your social club profile. But that is going to be it for that option right there. Moving over to your search here, basically you can search somebody via their nickname in game. I do have a resolver here, which will resolve anybody's Rockstar profile with their Rockstar ID. You have your whitelist here. You can view a list of players who you have whitelisted for all protections there. You You have protections here, which will basically protect you from different modders, whether it's through kicks and crashes or whatnot. You have spoofing options here. If you want to spoof your name, attributes, or voice chat, you can do so as well. You have suppress, join, and leave notifications. Your force relays, those are for script host, request session, public or private. You have recovery options here as well. Starting off their inventory items, you got your plants, canned goods, substances, coins, antique alcohol bottles, or arrowheads, bracelets, earrings, necklaces, heirlooms, stuff like that, as well as your ammo. There's so many different options in here. You have your jewelry as well if you're wondering. This video is sponsored by wickedgamers.com. If you guys want to pick up the mod menu that I'm using in this video, or if you want to get a different one, head over to wickedgamers.com and use coupon code Luciano for 5% off. You can also just add gold. Basically, hold enter on your keyboard and you will get a fucking boatload of gold. As you can see, I'm literally just holding it down and it just keeps going. Literally, like, what was that, 100 gold almost in like 5 seconds? It's just gonna keep going. Look at my money too. I'm at what, almost 10,000? That is crazy. All right, anyway, moving on to weapon options here. You have your modifiers here, like your weapon damage, if you want to increase any of your damage for your weapons. You have your aimbot as well. Basically, you can have snap or have silent aim, which is a little bit less obvious that you're aimbotting. You have a trigger bot as well, which will automatically shoot. Let's see here. You can set your bone to head, neck, or whatever you would like. You do have a filter for whether it's pets or players or animals. You can have no filter as well if you want it to fucking lock on literally everything possible. For example, you do your aimbot for your animals. Look at that shit. Instantly fucking locks on when I aim in, and it instantly shoots. That's basically how that works for other players as well, if you have it set to that. You can also show your FOV, and you can change that as well if you would like, which will basically decrease your FOV for the aimbot or increase it to whatever you make it. Moving down here to your explosions as well. Basically, you can change your explosion on impact, for example. There you go. You can also change what type of explosion it is. You can make it invisible as well if you would like. You can also increase the radius of it if you would like as well. But moving down to your particles here, you have your particle gun. Say you want to do your spirit fade in, for example. You just get this bad boy and you shoot that. That's how your particle works. Your particle gun works. You have so many other particles you can do. For example, if you want to do your lightning explosion, let me turn that back on. You do your lightning explosion and you go down here and you shoot. There you go. That's basically how that one works. You do your add-on weapons as well as your infinite ammo. You do your full automatic gun, as you can see. Let's see here. You do your auto cock and clean as well as your teleport gun as well. If you want to shoot and you want to teleport forward, that's how you do that. Moving on here, you do your gravity gun as well if you want to basically pick up certain objects in the game and you want to shoot them forward, for example. This only works with like basically objects that you spawned in, because most objects in the game are native to like the map, so you're not gonna be able to really move those around. But if you have like horses and shit that players have spawned in, that one will work for you. But you do have your black hole gun as well. Like I said, that's kind of similar. This one seems to pull more objects, and you can also shoot them forward if you would like to do so. You do have your resuscitation gun here, as well as your lightning strike gun. If you want to shoot a lightning strike in the distance or in front of you, you can do so as well. You do have your fire ammo, your loot chute, which will basically shoot down gold chests. If you want to, get some gold, basically just open this bad boy up, and you can literally just grab your gold. So you just hold R, and you get your gold. You have your one hit, one kill, which will basically increase the damage on your gun to one hit, all enemies or animals or whatever you want to make it. You have your hash gun as well as your delete gun as well. If you enable this, you can delete certain objects. For example, that chest right there. There it goes. Moving on to your teleportation options here, you can teleport to your camp, waypoint, or auto waypoint. You do have your objective teleport as well as your Madame Nazar. And then you do have your presets. For example, you want to go to Anniesburg, you want to go to the gun shop, or like the beach, for example, or the Saint Denis jail. You can change whatever you would like. You can change to what general location, and then like say your post office or whatever. There you go. You can basically teleport to wherever you would like. You do have a spawner as well if you basically want to spawn in different composites, or objects or vehicles or pets, whether it's legendary animals or whatnot. Say you want to spawn in a legendary animal dead, you can do that as well if you want to skin them or whatnot. There you go, they're dead, skin them all you want. Moving on to your scripting here, basically, like I said, this is where you load your scripts. If you have any scripts, you would load them there. You do have a creator here as well if you want to spawn in any creations that you want, or if you want to make a creation, you can basically do that with this option. They do have some in the Exodus Discord. I believe they have a chest full of gold if you want to load that creation, and you can just spawn that in a bunch. But you do have your world options here as well. You can basically change the time in game. You do have your presets here like your morning, noon, night, and midnight. You do have your lighting as well. If you want to add like a little hue effect to the game, you can do so as well. Same with the weather here. If you want to freeze the weather, you want to change the weather to whatever you would like, you can do so as well. Your entity pools, which will basically show, you know, different pools of entities, whether it's your pets. You can snap lines to them, for example. You can delete them. You can add gold loot. Nearby pets will have gold on their bodies, apparently. You can also just delete them if you would like, or launch them forwards or upwards. There you go. That's basically how that works. You do have trains as well. If you want to spawn in a train and you want to drive it, and you want to change the speed of the train, you can do so as well. You do have your vehicle options here, which is like your density variance as well, if you want to change that. Then you do have a clear area, which will basically clear the area around you, whether you want it to be pets, vehicles, or objects. You can change that to whatever you would like. You do have a ground snow as well. If you want to basically put snow on the ground, you can do so as well. When under misc options here, you do have your bypasses, whether it's restricted areas, fast travel protection, your legendary bounty cooldown, or your script hook. Like I said, use it at your own risk. Your manager for that, as well as your UFO mode. If you want to drive a little UFO around, you can do so as well. You do have your pets here. If you want to enable like your border collie, for example, as your pet, there he is. You can change it to whatever you would like. If you want like a foxhound or something, you can do that. You do have your visual effects here as well, like your lines. Basically, you can show enemies or friendlies. As you can see, we'll snap lines to them. You can also enable your box as well, if you want to do so, your ESP box. Your information here, you want to show enemies or friendlies. There you go. You do have skeletons as well. If you want to enable skeletons for them, it's kind of like your wall hacks. These are all these options are for. You do have your arrows as well, as well as your crosshair and your radar. If you want to basically see where different people are, there you go. That's how that works. But yeah, moving on to your settings options here. Basically, you can change your theme to whatever you would like, whether it's your colors, your opacity. You can change anything in here, as well as your positioning if you're wondering for the menu. You have your debug info, so there's show watermark, your show navigation counter, your navigation indicator, open and close at the top. You can show splash, next boot. I'm not really sure what that one is, but you do have to suppress all notifications. Let's see here, streamer mode, which will hide sensitive information, and then your max viewport options, your Discord presence. You can also export your config, basically. You have your open product folder, which will go to your app data and open up the Exodus folder. I don't know why I said folder, but you do have your visit website lastly. But yeah, that is going to be it for this showcase, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.